So if you guys want yourself a super duper fast and extremely simple cheap iron farm like the one I have right here, make sure you guys stay tuned to the very end of the video to see how we build up this very simple and very efficient iron farm. So hello there everybody, welcome back to another video. As you guys could tell by that quick little intro right there, in today's video we're going to be building ourselves up an iron farm for Minecraft Bedrock 1.17 edition. And now this version of the farm is by far the absolute easiest, because in 1.17 all we have to do is put all of the villagers together in one chamber. Before we used to have to put them up here and over the beds and have them all separated, but now literally what we can do is just throw all of the craftsmanship tables and the fletching tables and stuff like that, all their workstations, all in one chamber, put them all in one big chamber, put the beds in the middle, some lava and water, and that is literally it. So yeah, like I was saying, this just makes it so much easier. All you have to do is get the villagers into here, and once you get 2 in here, you can just breed them until you get enough. So it's just so much easier to do than the old design. And I don't have an exact material list, but as you guys can see, we need like a campfire, some water, buttons, some signs, some chest, a hopper, some building blocks, some slabs, you know, of course we need our fletching tables for the villagers, about 20 or so beds. And so of course the first thing that we're going to want to do is make sure that we're at least 150 blocks away from the nearest village, or like a bunch of beds or workstations or anything like that that could be like maybe considered a village or linked up to this, so that we don't have any problems at all. So I just like to build it out in here. You can build this in the sky if you want, but I'm going to build this on the ground just because it's much simpler and it works on the ground just as well. So all we're going to do is grab ourselves some building blocks. I'm just using smooth stone. You can use any solid block. We're going to build out 1 2 3 1 2 3 and then only 1 2, so we have a shape that looks something like this. And then we're going to come right here to this corner and dig down 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 until we have a hole that looks something just like so. We can also dig out these 2 blocks right here in front. Then this right here is where our chest will go. Out the back of that chest is going to have a hopper right here. On top of that hopper, we're going to throw ourselves down a campfire. And the reason why we have the campfire is to get rid of all the cats so that they don't clog up the system. So then what we're going to do is grab a button and just place it on one of these 2 blocks here on the inside right there. That's just to help stop the water and stuff from flowing over. Then all we're going to do is surround this top little part in a little bit of glass. Make sure you don't cover over the campfire, because we want all the golems to be able to drop down here. So it's going to look something just like that. And then what we're going to do is come down here, make sure that we put a glass block right here and one right here as well. And again, this is just to make sure that the cats cannot escape this, so they'll just fall and get eaten up by that campfire right there. We're going to come to the inside right here. We're going to place a button right here on this block, and this should stop all of the smoke, as you can see, because we have a button right here on the inside and 1 button right here. Then we're going to build up this glass just 1 more layer tall, so that way it's a total of 2 blocks tall, just like so. Then we're going to grab our solid blocks once again, place a layer of these solid blocks on top of this glass blocks we just placed. Then we're going to grab ourselves our water bucket, and we want to place it in the opposite corner of where our campfire is. So our campfire is in this corner. The opposite corner would be this one right here. And as you can see, none of the water should flow over into that campfire, but this still will push all of your cats down here. So next up, we need to grab ourselves some buttons and a sign. When you come right here towards this back, this right here, this back left is where our water block is at. We're going to place a button right there, a button above it, and we're just going to place 1 button on either one of these sides, just like this. The reason why we have 2 buttons down here is because on this bottom second button is where you will be placing yourselves a sign. So make sure you crouch place it so that it gets placed just like that. And then we'll grab ourselves our bucket of lava, and our bucket of lava will sit right on top of that sign. If you did this right, absolutely none of the lava should flow anywhere. And this is perfect because then the iron golems will fall down here and then get killed by this lava, and then all their remains will be collected by this hopper in this chest right here. And so for the next step, we're going to start building out all of our platforms. So all we have to do is grab our blocks and go up by 7 blocks on each side. So that's going to be 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7. And we're just going to go ahead and do this on all the sides again. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Right here, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and one more time on this side, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Then as you can guess, we're just going to go ahead and connect all of these together on these blocks, and this will make ourselves a whole bunch of squares, which again we can just go ahead and fill these all in with our blocks in order to get our big old platform up here where all of the iron golems will be spawning at. And so once our platform is complete, it should look something just like this. We're going to grab our blocks once again, and we're actually going to grab ourselves some half slabs right now. And what we're going to do is come to these corners. We're going to place down 1 block right here, 1 like this, and 1 like this. And then on these 2 on the outside, we're going to place up a half slab. It's going to look something just like this. As you can see, we got a block here on the inside, half slab on top of these blocks. I'll go and do it again just so you guys can see. On this corner block, 1 right here, outside 1, outside one, and then half slab and half slab. Go ahead and do that for the other 2 corners as well. Then what you're going to do is grab your half slabs once again, once you have all these 4 corners built up. And on the outside of this block right here, as you can see, we're going to go ahead and put down a whole bunch of half slabs going along this whole way. We're just going to go ahead and do this for every single one of the sides, and this will act as the walls to this farm. And once we do that, it should look something just like this with the half slabs and the blocks. We're going to grab ourselves a water bucket and just place down a water bucket in each and every one of these corners, just like so, just like that. Next up, what we're going to do is just fill in all the rest of the sides with the water. And so what we do is we skip this first one right here on every side, but then we do every single other block. So every single one of these blocks gets filled with water all the way through. Even this one right here, just not this one that's right next to the block. Again, this one right here next to the block, I'm going to skip that again, and then we'll just fill all the rest with water. Go ahead and do this all the way around, and once you're done, it should look something. It should look something just like this, where all the water is flowing perfectly to the center, but absolutely none of it is overlapping. And that's next up, what we're going to be doing is building up the platform where our beds are going to sit at. So all we're going to do is come right here to this corner, build up 1, 2, 3 blocks just like that. Go ahead and destroy those 2. And then we're just going to go ahead and trace the outline of this hole that we have down here in the middle, as you guys can see. Just going to go and trace it out so that way you will see 3 blocks on the inside. As you guys can see, it's just a complete trace of this hole that we have right down here in the middle. And then what we're going to do is just add 1 more block to every side. So all we're going to do is just add 1 block to this side, go and bring it around to this side, go and bring it around to this side, and then go ahead and bring it around to this side 1 more time. Then we're going to grab ourselves all of our beds, and we're going to place these beds along here. So just watch closely how I do this. We just place a row of them right here. We're going to turn and place a row of them like this. Then we're going to place a row of them all along here just like this. And then 3 more just like that. It's going to look something just like so. And then we can go ahead and come down below and destroy all of these temporary blocks because we don't need these anymore. So just go and destroy the blocks. Just make sure you do not destroy the beds. And then what we're going to do is going to come to one of the sides of the farms where we are going to be keeping our villagers at. It doesn't matter what side. I'm just going to choose this one right here. We're going to find the middle block, which is easy. Obviously, the lava is the exact middle. We're going to come out here to the edge right here. We're going to place a block up right here. And then we're going to build out 4 blocks to each side. So that's going to be not counting this one. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. And then come back to this side. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's going to look something just like that. It will be a total of 9 blocks long. Then we're going to go ahead and extend it out 3 more blocks. That's 1, 2, 3. And then go ahead and fill all of this floor in just like this. Next up, what we're going to do is grab our blocks once again. And we're going to go to each and every one of these corners and just build up 2 blocks right here. Because we're about ready to put all of our fletching tables in. Make sure you use fletching tables. These are by far the best thing to use. We're going to place a whole row of them along the back. A whole row on top of that. Then we're going to place 1, 2 on one of the sides. And on the other side, we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4 actually. And we just place 2 blocks like that, and that will be a total of 20. So as you can see, we have 7 here, 7 more on top. That's 14 plus 4 more is 18. Right here, 19 and 20. Then we can just throw a whole bunch of glass blocks up here, just like so. And then now it is time to get our villagers in here. I'm in creative mode, so of course I can just spawn them in here nice and simply. But for you guys, what I would recommend doing in survival mode is going ahead and making some kind of staircase like this, and then using a minecart and rail kind of system to get the villagers up into here. And so what you can do is you can have yourself a villager breeder really far away, or a village, like I said, at least 150 blocks away. And all you would do is put the villager inside the minecart, go on ahead and push him up here. They'll drop into here. You can break this out. As you will see, he will get linked to a bed and a workstation fairly quickly. There he goes. Now he's a Fletcher. And now all you would have to do really in survival mode is get 2 of them in here. And then all you could do is just breed these 2 together using a whole bunch of carrots and stuff. And eventually they would make plenty of villagers. Now the minimum requirement for this farm to work is 10 of these guys. But if you put 20, it will be much faster than 10. But yeah, at 10, they will start producing iron golems. And at 20, it will pretty much double the rate of the iron golems. And also make sure you do not have any green coat villagers in here. Villagers that are dressed with a green coat cannot get a job. We'll see if we can get one in here. That's 4, 5, 6, 7. See, that guy right there cannot have one. You cannot have these guys in here because as you can see, he's the only one that cannot get a job. So you just have to, eliminate him. And alright, so that's 20 villagers in here. As you can see, they are all getting assigned to a job. One more thing you can do right now too, just to protect them from, I don't know, let's say somehow a zombie finds its way up here or something like that. You can take a whole bunch of half slabs and just cover this whole entire thing in half slabs, since mobs can't spawn on the half slabs, and also again it just protects them. As you can see right there, an iron golem just spawned as we're making this, so we can go ahead and watch how this system works. As you can see, we'll fall down here into this hole, get burned up by the lava, and as soon as he gets burned up by that lava, his drops will be in here. We already have some string in here because we already had a cat spawn and cats drop string, so it does technically double as a string farm. Not that really anyone needs string. As you can see, there goes the iron, and there goes the rose. Already another one in here, as you can tell, very fast, and boom, that's 3 iron ingots, 2 poppies, and we're about to get more. So that's about like 6 iron in the matter of what, like 10 seconds. So really quite good. 7, 8 actually. So yeah, quite a lot of iron we were getting. But yeah, anyways, going back to covering this up. But as you guys can see, that whole farm is all done and dusted. That was literally it. I know, probably the easiest iron farm I've ever built. Super small, super compact. The villagers are super easy to get in here. But yeah, that's literally going to be it for the video today. I hope you guys enjoyed, as another iron golem spawns right there. If you have any questions, of course, they'll be down in the comment section down below, answering all the questions. But like I always say, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and comment. We're almost at 10K. Hopefully we can hit it soon. And thank you guys for watching. Like I always say, I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out, everybody.